Thank you very much, Mai, for your question. Yeah, it's always difficult to make a final list of 23. We have so many quality players in previous camps. Sometimes we traveled with 25. And even in the previous AFCON, we were with 28 players. So then you have more players in the squad and you have to drop less players. Now we have to cut down to 23, and in our choices we need every position alternatives. Let me go first to that. We have 9 offensive players. We have 3 central strikers and 6 wingers who have potential to play on 10 on striking position also. So we have 9 offensive attacking players in the squad of 23. Well, it's quite a lot. Then we have several midfield players who really play on high quality level, and we have 3 goalkeepers and 5 defenders. So I think it's well balanced. It's focused really on the attacking, on the offensive forces. But naturally, if you select players, you can't select them all, and we have looked a little bit to the players we could count on in the past, players who have previous editions, games, qualifiers, or have been there for us and have proven that they can bring something for us. Players with experience, because this game is a stressful game. There's a lot of pressure on this game. We want to win the game. We have a little bit the buffer that if we don't win and draw, we are still qualified, but we will not play for a draw. We really want to win this game. And we know also that Congo want to win this game. So it's a high tension game. So we need players who are experienced enough to handle the stress of the games. That's also the reason in the pre-selection were some debutants, but we didn't want to have debutants in the final selection of 23, because if you never have played on this level, in this stressful situation, it can be very tough for a player. We prefer to use then these opportunities in friendly games to give these these players some chances. The reason that we have, for instance, opted Ismail Ajome ahead of Jacob Mendy. Jacob was in the pre-selection. Jacob is a fantastic player, but he is a very offensive left wing back or even left winger, preferable in the 5-man defense. And and he didn't play yet for our national team, and we have against Guinea-Bissau played with Ismail Ajome, who is also currently playing in America week in, week out for San Antonio, and who has shown that he in a 4-man defense can play the role as alternative for Ibu Touré. We have seen him playing, we have worked with him, and he is fit. So we opted for his experience in that. What doesn't mean that in the future other players can come, but for Jacob Mendy, if you want to use him as a winger, we have already 6 potential wingers in the selection, so it will be an overload to a certain position. Other players are chosen because they are more multifunctional. They can play on different positions. What is important when you have only 23 spots and you have to fill up every position. So I understand that some players in the mindset of people are missing, but know that if you invite players, you have to drop other players, and also know that you can't invite a left winger and drop a defensive midfield player, because then you don't have a defensive midfield player as alternative, for instance. So it's always considered and balanced. What could we need during the camp? What could we need during the game? Which players could be injured, and do we have alternatives? Which players could drop out during a match, and do we have alternatives for them? And that's very important. And we discussed that for 4 weeks. And another case, the availability of Hassan Cissé. It looks like Hassan will be fully available. Moussa Barrow gives us a sign that he is ready to play. Abla Diallo is training with the team, and he hopes to play this weekend with his club. That will be very positive, and we hope naturally that these 3 players arrive Monday evening all fit in the camp and can be helping us, because it are 3 players with a lot of experience, with a proven record for us, and very important players in the national team who have scored so important goals, all 3, Hassan, Abla Diallo and Moussa. So Sulaiman Mari is a very important player. In the last 5 years, he was always in my team, a regular starter. And also Sulaiman Mari was again invited. It's on request of Sulaiman Mari that he is not in the selection. We tried the last days, the last weeks, to convince him to come, but he has requested not to travel. to Morocco. And it's Sulmamai's own choice, not our choice. If he would be ready to travel, he would have been in the selection for this important game, even without a club right now, because he is a very important player for the team. I think we are ready. We have faced many teams in Morocco. We have very good experience of playing in Morocco. We beat also Mali in March when we played in Casablanca, and in the past we played in Marrakesh against Guinea-Conakry and against Morocco, and we won both games. So we are ready to go there. Osman Brahmi, the team manager, he prepared everything from accommodation, infrastructure, training infrastructure, and everything, hotels. So everything will be fine. And I'm looking forward to see my players, and hopefully everyone is available and fit, and then we can start working on it. And inshallah we will be ready to get a good performance and a good result, what is needed against Congo, which is a very tough opponent.